Welcome back to yet another do-it-yourself solutions to your major life challenges and critical issues. Today we'll be dealing with how to be assertive series episode on creating pre-assertiveness training mindset and understanding. Before we can begin our journey into the realm of positivity, happiness, healthy relationship with powerful people and your most near and dear ones, we need to have few basic understanding and we need to create the basic mindset necessary to become assertive and to enjoy life fully and to succeed and to be happy. First, let us understand how we acquire non-assertive personalities. This could happen due to the conditioning we have had during our growing up years, through our parents, through our teachers, our social exposure and education, and also through the exposure to the powerful authority figure who were present at the time. Most of this turns us into submissive, aggressive, passive or passive-aggressive personalities. Yes, being assertive is very, very rare, because if your biggest influences and authority figures in childhood taught you to place the need of others before yourself as a child, it certainly would be difficult for you to assert yourself later in life. If your biggest influences in the family, schools, social or peer group handled conflict by yelling, shouting, arguing or controlling others, you might have learned to deal with conflict similarly. Very rarely people have this awesome skill of assertiveness, although many of us might already be assertive in many situations and with many people. The skill of assertiveness can be mastered only through consistently practicing in real life situation with the difficult, arrogant and manipulative people who make you feel scared, emotionally low, inadequate, ashamed, guilty, etc., etc. Now please understand the following facts. It is going to be painfully slow in the beginning. That is why you will have to go for very, very small steps initially. The results won't be visible soon. You will have immense turmoil within yourself against a series of uncomfortable tasks that you have to do every day. You will feel like giving up, but please don't. You will face maximum challenges in relationships where you are already treated as doormat or are a pushover. These people will ridicule you, mock you, taunt you, put pressure on you, shout and do anything to get you back where you were serving their purposes very well. You will feel like running away. Don't. In fact, remember, your life may become a lot worse before it gets better. Many of the highly insecure, aggressive and difficult people in your life who took you for granted will use all the tools in their arsenal to make you bend and get back to how you were. Because you would be rattling them and their beliefs in big way. If you give in, then they may acquire bigger power than they had before you. That is why we will begin by taking very, very small steps which are least threatening to you, and then slowly raise the bar as we become more and more comfortable with our newer self. Only by persistently applying the action steps described in the later episodes, you will start getting encouraging results. You can't rush the result you want. It has to become your nature, your subconscious response and reaction, your natural habit. These take immense efforts, regular practice, and improvising as per the reactions of others, plus a long time to become part of your nature. But once you become comfortable with this new personality of yours, you will never go back to your earlier self. The biggest battle is within yourself. Before you can say no, refuse request, reject pressure and demands of others in real life, in real situations, you must first be able to do that in your mind through visualization. You cannot be assertive if you are dying of fear internally. Understand that there would be some relationships you have to walk away from, or they will break the relationship with you after you start asserting yourself. It is perfectly alright to let go of these people, as they were never adding any value to you. All abusive relationships starts with very small and initially unnoticeable infringements of our basic rights and dignities, and encroaching on our personal space. And when we ignore these, then the degree keeps increasing next time, and they keep on increasing because you are rewarding these people for their bad behavior. In some very close relationships, like if you are a parent and you put your needs after your child, it is perfectly alright if you are doing this with pleasure and satisfaction. Now let us understand what are your basic rights in every relationship. First, in every important relationship that we have, both sides need each other equally. In second, in all healthy relationships, you can ask questions freely, express your views openly, share your feelings honestly. All the relationship requires you to be treated equally with respect. Fourth, you are able to say no to situations, people, unacceptable pressures and demands. You do not disrespect anyone, neither you let anyone disrespect you. Sixth, you do not encroach on anyone's rights, neither you let anyone take away your rights. You operate out of your core values and you stand up for something you believe in. You have a right to have different opinion than others, and that is all right. Nobody should force you to accept anything that you do not want to accept. Ninth, when you are assertive based on your values, you will not be liked by everyone. That is perfectly alright and very good for you, as long as you do not do anything bad to harm others.